Hi guys, welcome to another one of my cute videos. Okay, so in this video we are going to be talking about top 20, no, not 20 ish, top 11. How many points do I have right now? I have 12. So we are going to be talking about top 12 things that you need to take note of in your 20s. Of course there's more, but these are some I was able to gather for now, so you can actually feel free to research more and do others, but for now these are the ones I actually have want to share with you guys. So before we go further, my AC is on, my fan is on, so I'm just hoping the sound is going to be very much okay, knowing that I do not have a mic and all that stuff. I'm thinking of switching them off, but I'm feeling very hot right now in as much as the AC is on. So what more when I switch them off and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, so without wasting much of your time, I just hope the sound is going to be very okay, and I hope you guys are going to be able to hear everything that I'm going to be trying to say. So I actually wrote them down. This is how much I love you guys. I wrote them down in my this is a journal book. This is a book I get to journal from. It's written Keep Going. I love the fact that it actually gets to motivate you, but that's not why we are here. So let me just start with the points that I actually have. So before we go further, guys, I really want all of us to grow. You people are my besties, you people are my friends. I really want all of us to grow. And life is not all about the casual stuff. There's also another part of life, which is why I just feel like sharing this. I know what I might say might not be much, but I just hope it's going to be, it's going to help somewhere out there. And I'm going to give these remarks at the end of this video. Make sure you watch to the end, because you don't know which point might be coming to you or which point might be very helpful to you. Yeah, so let's start. Yeah. The first point I'm actually going to share with you guys is taking care of your health. Guys, I can't say this enough, but make sure you use this period to take care of your health. When I talk about taking care of your health, I do not only mean physical health, I also mean your mental health, because there are so many diseases that just come through just from these same things that we get to do very carelessly. And when we reach our 30s, that's when so many things we fail to do. So many things. I was seeing some woman that just turned 31, and she was saying that she could feel her back being hard, and she was actually advising, she was like, you people in your 20s, make sure you take care. Look at me, you just be 13. There's that sort of stiffness that gets to come in your body. So I would advise you people to take care of your health. Firstly, let's talk about physical health. Even if it's just having steps, have steps on your phone. There are so many apps that have to do with you walking. Walk oftenly. If you don't have that time to go to the gym, at least get the app. Have an aim. If it's 5,000 steps a day, 10,000 steps, that alone is causing a bit of movement in your body. It could be you eating healthy. I do not eat healthy, mind you, so that's something I want to see if I can try. I stick to the food I enjoy. So I don't like vegetables. Money to pay for a gym, you can actually go to the gym. If you're able to actually work out as well in your room, you can also do that. But just make sure you start taking care of your physical health. Don't be a lazy bum where you just want to sleep. In your 20s, that's not healthy. So many effects come in afterwards. And then coming to your mental health, make sure you also take care of your mental health very, very well, because guys, mental health is real. Mental health is real. I'm really speaking testimony of mental health. That's why at times when I get to talk about mental health, I'm not just blabbing because it seems like it's in fashion or anything. No, I talk about it because I'm really someone that's talking out of experience, deep experience. So I wouldn't honestly want any person to go through anything that I have gone through, or what other people might also be going through in the mental health life and all that stuff. So I would highly recommend you take good care of your mental health. Find time to do self-care, find time to meditate, find time to journal. You can actually research more on the internet as well, just things that you can do to keep taking care of your mental health. Be able to choose what you feel requires your energy and what does not require your energy. Just find time to just sit down and pick those out, because guys, if you do not take care of your mental health, you'll be diagnosed. You'll be so many things. You rehab, whatever, and you don't want to spend another 3-4 years in rehab when you would use that time to take care of the things that you enjoy doing, the things that you love doing. I'm close to my door right now. The light is too much. I don't know whether to wear my specs or what. The only thing I don't get to like about my specs is that, okay, let me wear them just for like maybe even just 10 minutes, just for my eyes to cool down. Then I'll remove my specs. I don't like the reflection that usually comes in my glasses when I'm recording videos. That's why I get to not wear my specs when I'm recording. Anyway, so the next is train your mind, your body, and your soul to withstand pressure. Guys, in the world where we are in right now, why do you think we have influencers? Like, why? Ask yourself that question. That's because the way our minds have been created, we always have this scene of being pressurized, or we do not take time to just train ourselves on knowing how to withstand pressure. Someone that doesn't know how to withstand pressure, you won't even be able to know what you like, what you want, because you're literally just moving with the wind and not what you want. So make sure you use the period of 20, our early 20s, the whole 20 stage actually, to just train. Like, it's okay, trust me, it's very okay, but you can just use this time to know how to withstand that. So points. This is one of the strongest traits I have to do with me. I'm someone that can really withstand pressure. Like, I do not get easily influenced. If I do not want something, I'm definitely not going to do it. If I'm not interested in something, I'm not going to do it. Like, it's so intense, because even the time that Squid Game thing was going around, I remember everyone was talking about Squid Game. Guys, if I tell you till now I have never watched Squid Game, I don't even know what it's about. And yet, guys, it was on the internet everywhere. But it was just not like, I just saw shapes. I'm just seeing people. I'm like, oh, this is not me. This is not what I like. Even if I click, I'll literally just be wasting time. Even that energy, that mindset to even want to click, guys, was not there in me. It wasn't even like, there are just so many things that I would just see, and for me, I'm like, okay, this is not what, even when it's everywhere. So I feel like that's the same way you should be. Don't find yourself doing things just because it's everywhere. Everyone, no, just know how to withstand that pressure. Of course, you can be able to pick what you feel is worth, but just know how to withstand it, because this if you're able to withstand pressure, it comes in different aspects. It could be, you might think it's just the internet, but that part of you being influenced, or that part of you not being able to withstand the pressure, comes in hand with other parts of your life. It could be spiritual life, it could be your financial life, it could be you taking care of your kids. Imagine you're taking care of your kids, you see something trending, your heart wants to really, maybe an example, pay for that when maybe you had fees to pay, and then you'll be like, okay, no, let me attend to this, my kids I can pay after 3. Like, it might seem like a joke, but it really comes in as well in future. Like, I actually saw some post about there's this was it Tiwa Savage? I don't know if that's Tiwa Savage, but she actually bought a watch, guys. That watch was, I think, $1 million. Remember how much the watch was, but all I know is that the watch was expensive. Like, literally everyone was sharing about the watch that she actually got, especially the people in her circle and all that stuff. And then she was like, guys, you won't even believe I used school fees for my child to buy this watch. So I feel like that's an example of what I can say, that you find yourself not taking care of needs and attending your wants just because you do not know how to withstand the pressure and just hold yourself back from doing what you are supposed to do, which is learn to be content with everything that you have. Use this period to be very content. Is this the same as there's one point I wrote? but I do not know if it's the same. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Let me just check for one friend right now. All right, so learn to be content with everything that you have. Being content, guys, is not only about the money that you have, the clothes that you have, the shoes. Being content is also about you being content with your life, being content with your family, being content with your friendships, being content with everything. I feel like, of course, there's that aspect where we want to have better and we want to do better, which is very, very okay, trust me. And I'm a victim of this. I feel like to some extent I found myself foreseeing things even when I can feel it within myself that I'm not fully interested in this. And what I mean is because I was always trying to look for more. For me, I think especially in the friendship aspect, there would always be that thing where I'll be like, okay, when I see people have friends, they have that special squad they've been with for some time, these guys are always with these people. And for me, I feel like of course I have had that before, I'm not going to lie, I have had that before, but I think once I completed school and all that stuff, we all just went our different ways and all that stuff, which is okay. But I feel like even when I reached that stage, I'd see people having friends, and I just felt like I didn't have a friend, I didn't have friends, like even when I'm like, can I also have friends that I can easily rush and call if I want to do this, friends. And all the time I would find myself wishing I wish I had a friend that I wish I had a friend. And then I think I just got to just accept this recently, not this year, this year the beginning of this year. That's when I just got to accept. I was like, what if I was meant to just be alone? Like, maybe I might be finding myself really admiring other people that have friends that they, trust me guys, it's those small things that we don't even realize other people want. Just you having a friend at least that you share something with, you guys talk, you guys know. Other people, that's what they do not have. So I found myself really admiring, not admiring really, but really wishing I also had a friend that I could call when I needed something, a friend that I would rush to. Like, of course, we've got those friends, hi, you people meet like 3-4 times in 4-5 months. Yeah, there's that. But there are those friends, and you people know those friends that you talk to at least every day, those that are more closer to you than other people, those people that we even know your next plan, your next. But yeah, so I until now I think I'm now content. I just accept the fact that I don't have, and it's also alright, I'm alright like this. The few friends I have, even if I'm friends from a distance and all that stuff, it's also okay. And I'm very okay like this. Earlier really used to hate me, so I feel like that's what I would also advise. Same as families, trust me, I'm someone that's very distant from my family members. We are all distant from each other. I do not know if it's just growth, but I would also admire people that had family gatherings. I'll be like, I wish my family was like this, I wish I had a family. But I just feel like we're so distant, like my guys, that's why at times I would find myself treasuring friendships more, because I'm not close to most of my family members. They do not know anything about me. It's so intense. So there's that family, just because we say family, but we are not close. We do not meet. We can literally stay for a full year without even meeting. I would admire, I'd be like, my friends have cousins, they are meeting family, whatever. No, my friends have this, they are, so I would admire, or even people that are not my friends, I'd be like, at least they have family time. For me, I do not. So until now, this is when I've gotten to be very, very content with just me having my family, just my dad, and that's my family as well. And I'm so grateful for those people. So in short, just learn to be content with everything that you have, whether friendships, whether life. Like, just accept and find the goodness in what you have. Trust me, to everything that's there's a goodness in one way or another. Trust me, believe me, I'm saying this out of experience, because even the same example I'm giving about friends, again, me being alone has made me realize a lot more that I did not realize when I was in those group friends and all that stuff, which is also an advantage, and that's a good side about it. Or who knows, maybe at that time I wouldn't even give myself time to discover myself more and all that stuff. So to everything that you have, there's always an advantage. It's just up to you to give yourself time and just look for that advantage that you have. And then let's go to the fourth point, which is God. I actually was supposed to say this first, guys. I was supposed to say this first. In whatever you do, train yourself to know God. Train yourself to have that God aspect. Train yourself to feel guilty when you take long to pray, when you do not pray, when you take weeks without praying. Train yourself. Just have your own time with God. Have your own time to know and keep discovering. One thing I would also advise and recommend to any person is that use your 20s as well to know God. Use your 20s as well to create some sort of relationship with God. Use this period as well to just know, believe, have faith, pray, read the Bible. Just make sure it's there, because this is what's actually going to also give you the strength as well to actually also go through the other points that we have, because you will need faith, you will need strength, you will need all that. How will you have faith without knowing a verse or a chapter in the Bible that talks about faith? So if you have that chapter that you know that talks about faith, it's going to even motivate you more in what you do in your life, day-to-day life as well. The fifth point, I'm putting this as number 5 because it's literally one of the most important points I'm going to mention. Let me even remove my specs, okay? Yeah, just me removing my specs, I feel a little bit dizzy. Anyway, yeah. The next point I'm actually going to say right now, guys, is balance your life in all aspects. If you do not know how to balance your life, train yourself to balance your life. If you do not know how to train yourself, get tips, research on tips, just research. And of course, this is not going to take a day. This is not going to take 2 days. This is not going to take 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever blah 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 days. But just make sure you train yourself and be able to see improvement from that. One reason why I actually brought this up is because I've heard so many people say this statement. I do not know if I'm someone that's political. Maybe I am. But I've heard so many people, and I've seen so many memes which I still contradict with till death. Someone was like, don't feel guilty for not enjoying life because you are trying to work hard to save for your future. Or do not, I've seen so many things like that. Like, no, do not what. For me, for everyone, and one thing that you need to know, that's a hard truth to accept. I know somewhere out there some of you might actually still debate with this point, but this is a fact. None of us are guaranteed on living till next year, till tomorrow, till 5 years from now, 10 years from now. None of us are guaranteed on doing that. I'm not trying to bring a negative aspect, and that's why I'm actually talking about balancing. Guys, there's a balance to everything, whether you like this or not. There's a balance to everything that you do in life. Everything, you can always find a way to balance. If you do not know how to balance your life or anything out there, that's why you now need to train yourself. Take challenges. Just try to take a challenge out there and see how it goes for you, and you'll even feel good knowing that you're actually balancing everything up. I think an example I can actually give is okay, I think what I'm saying is so straightforward. An example, you work or you have some sort of business. Just because you have your business, you can't go have brunch with your friends or your family or whatever. You can't get 1 or 2 clothes for yourself. You can't get 1 or 2 good meals for yourself. You can't go visit or go travel. You can't literally do everything, and that's because your head is so, no, I'm just working. No, I would find that. Who told you are going to be still alive 5 years after that job is done, 5 years after the contract is done, 1 year after and that's why there's a balance to everything. An example of a balance, I'm like, let me give you an example of how you can balance things. For instance, if you work from 8 to 16, 8 to 16, you work 8 to 16, you're working there, you're covering the money aspect, which is being processed whilst you're working. You work from Monday to Friday. Saturday comes, you can set Saturday to chill out with your friends, go visit a friend, go out, travel, do anything that you like. Sunday comes, you put Sunday for anything else that can be a priority to you. But all I'm trying to say is that just make sure you balance your life. Don't put all your energy, all your time in one place. I really feel like most of us lack balance, and every time I'm actually surrounded, okay, not surrounded, like we're all surrounded by such stuff, whether the internet, whether in reality, whether in person. I just feel like most of us do not know how to balance up. We want to put all the time in one basket, but most of us get to really put everything in one side without us considering that there are also other aspects of life, and you dedicating all that time and saying you'll find that later, there's no guarantee, there's no hope that you'll find that as well. And this is just life. Dying is not a sin. All of us are going to die. All of us will one day leave this earth whether we like it or not. No one has control over that, okay? And it's all right. We are all just literally surviving and waiting for that time. And that's why I'm now bringing up the balance aspect. Just because you work, or just because you're trying to hustle, just because, it doesn't mean other things should be left. You're trying to go out, you're trying to travel, you're trying to invest, you're trying to do whatever. No, guys, find a balance. From your income, you can still balance. If you, no matter how small your income is, even if you earn 200 and someone that earns 1,000, you can find a balance to that. 1,000 you put, 400 save, 200 I'll go out and use this money for a place I wanted to see, or a brunch I wanted to do with my friend, or this I wanted to, okay, 200, 300 groceries. You've literally balanced everything up. 400 has been saved. So you've balanced everything up. You've invested, you've gone out with your friend, you've gotten your groceries for the month or for the year, or for okay, groceries can be gotten for a year, but you guys get the drill. Guys, I'll talk about this for years and years and years, because I just feel like almost everyone right now is lacking balance. When people want to work, it's completely work, and even when the money is there, you want to use the money on work again. The work comes, you want to use it on work. No, guys, no. Find a balance to everything. You are in your 20s. This is a time when you train yourself. That thing you keep telling yourself you will keep finding in future, you will always say that, and that time will never come, because you, and when you do something, it becomes part of us. I don't know who else is going to admit when it comes to this. That's why you can balance, you can invest whilst you can still play, you can play whilst you can still save, you can save whilst you can still be in school. Like, you can just find a balance to everything. Guys, please, this one is the most important one. Balance your life in all aspects. All these parts of life really deserve to be attended to. Life is not all about money. Life is not all about what. Life is not all about what. Of course, just because I said it's not all about money, I'm not saying do not work. Find a balance to all parts of your life. Yeah, I just hope you people get this point, because yeah, I don't know how to explain this better, but I just hope one person or two or three people get what I'm trying to say when it comes to balancing your life. Yeah, so coming to the next point is time management. When you are in your 20s, use this time to manage your time. Yeah, use this time to manage your time. Like, when you're, guys, time management for yourself and spending quality time with your loved ones is very, very important. I feel like we're literally in a world where anything can happen at any time, and this is something that should ring in our heads from time to time. Not all the time, obviously, but from time to time. I just time management is very important when you're in your 20s. A way that can help you work on that is you having a to-do list, you making a rough plan. I wouldn't advise more of routine each day, because at times it gets a bit overwhelming. No lie, that's just a fact. So I would recommend try to create 1 or 2 to-do list. At least if you can't create for the whole week, be able to create at least for 3 days in a week. I'm sure that's going to push you. Depending on how you feel afterwards, you will be motivated to keep doing it or whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, but I know you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I would highly recommend, I would say time management, guys, is good. When you're in your 20s, know how to manage your time. One thing I know shouldn't take most of the time whilst others are hanging. No, just find, it's kind of connecting to the balance aspect. Yeah, just manage your time. No one is too busy, trust me, no one is so busy. You people are just lacking time management. Okay, so we're on the 7th point. Yeah, we're on the 7th point, which is save and invest your money. Guys, I can't say this. Use this 20 period to save, to invest, to, hey god, use this period to actually train yourself on being financially free. Trust me, no amount is too small to save. Like, just save, please. Thank me later. Save your money, okay? When I talk about saving your money, I don't mean save everything. The same example that I gave recently over balancing is the same thing I'm going to talk about over saving. Just because you're saving, it doesn't mean you shouldn't also buy your groceries. It doesn't mean you shouldn't buy a dress for yourself. It doesn't mean you shouldn't buy shoes for yourself. It doesn't mean you shouldn't go out. It doesn't mean you should, in short, it doesn't mean you should also attend to your wants. There's some sort of daily, not daily, monthly planner that I started using. This planner helps you analyze income that you earn approximately in a month. So you're just planning for that month. I don't want to waste more time on this, but in short, just learn how to save, learn how to invest. Use this 20 period stage to do that, guys. There are so many. If you also want a video on how you could invest your money and more on that, feel free to let me know. I can make a video on that as well. I beg, use this period to save and invest. Yeah, so the next point I'm going to say is get as exposed as you can. Use this period to be as experimental as you can. I will keep saying this over and over and over and over again, because the more you're experimental, you find yourself knowing things that you didn't know. You find yourself having information on things that you also didn't know. You find yourself meeting people through the process in certain fields. I feel like when you're doing that, you'll be able to even know, like, okay, this, I think I wouldn't want to come back. Then there are those things that you are like, okay, this, I would love to do this again. Like, be as experimental. Get all the exposure that you can, guys. Get that exposure, get it. Like, try different things. Tomorrow you can try dancing. This brightness looks a little bit weird, but all right, you can try dancing. If you want to dance, tomorrow you can try singing, see how it goes for you. The other time you can try some designer course, see if you enjoy editing pictures, get these graphic designs. Like, just try different things. Use this period to be as experimental as you can. Travel, see how you enjoy, see what you can create from that. Like, when you travel, you also get so much exposure. You meet people and you meet different types of people. Other people are way more developed than we are. Don't just be stuck to one place, what you've grown up with. Maybe if you work, home, chat with friends, sleep, work, home, chat with friends, sleep. If you go out, eat, go back. No, be as experimental as you can, guys. The next point that I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys is stop caring about what people think of you. I beg, guys, make sure you take this note. Sorry, make sure you take this point. It's a point to note. Stop caring about what people think of you. Of course, just because you do not care about what people think of you doesn't mean you should go out doing useless things. But I feel like at times people just bring certain aspects that are not necessary. So you just know how to identify which one is necessary and which one is not necessary. So from that, you'll be able to train yourself. Just that, use this period, guys, to train yourself. Like, I feel like right now, we are literally in a generation where even if people do not say it, it's so obvious that people are always thinking about what people think of them, which is so sad. Like, guys, it might be very funny to see that at times people might be laughing at you or mocking you, but in the actual sense they actually are admiring that confidence. let me give you me. I'm someone that does not. I think, of course, about what people say. I really take note. That's why at times I even ask people about what would you think about, what video would you like me to put. That's because I would also like to, hear other views. But at times, an example I can give is this. Yeah, there was this once I put a certain video on my WhatsApp status. I can't remember what video that was. I can't remember till date. But I think one girl replied to my WhatsApp status, and then what did she say? I think I need to ask. I think there was someone I even complained to about what she actually told me. She goes like, what did she tell me? She goes like, what did she? Oh God, how could I forget this now? How could I forget this now? Like, okay, anyway, yeah. So all I know is that she said something that was negative. She was like, how could you put this, whatever, like, how can you put this? And guys, it was just me. And me, at times I'll just vibe, and I'll put it out there if I want to. Yeah, so that's what happened. So when I put that, she goes like, how can you put that, whatever. And then I was like, what, it's my WhatsApp status. I put what I want, so how should that be your business? Like, like I literally asked, like, for me that didn't make sense, honestly speaking. And then what she tells me later on? She goes like, and I think that was after some hours, she goes like, what, I wish I would have the confidence, like the way you do, because for me, trust me, if I did that, I'll just keep it in my phone. So please, I feel like the period of you people being 20 years, guys, the 20s stage, in your 20s, take note of this. Stop caring about what people think. This might also be a reflection of what you do when you reach your 30s. There are so many things you are really going to be afraid of doing just because people blah blah blah, people da da da. It's not going to help you. So make sure you work on that, please, please, please. I will say this over and over again. Make sure you work on stopping to care about what people think about you. Just leave them. If you are happy that day, guys, express your happiness. You are sad, express your sadness. Right now, everyone is overthinking. Everyone has set a certain standard to, which I feel is so yeah. Anyway, the next point is accepting that you will lose people. Guys, this point, I'm a victim as well. Earlier, I wouldn't accept, like, it would really take time for me to accept when I actually lose people. But right now, you need to accept that in your 20s, you are going to lose people, and you have to accept that it's life and it's okay. It's very okay. Let those people go. They have left. Of course, I know you feel bad about it. We all feel bad about that. But just accept. Don't dwell so much pain or your thoughts on that. Earlier, it was very hard for me to accept every time I lost people. Like, it would really take time. I would be so, guys, you don't want to know, I'll be so devastated, whatever. But when you're in your 20s, just accept that. And then when you're in your 20s, this is a slash, you also accept that it's not compulsory for your friends to support you. Trust me, this thing used to hate me so much. And why it would hate me is because I know the amount of support I would give my friends if they did the same thing. So when I'm doing something and I know I have friends, and my friends acting like they can't see anything, they aren't recognizing anything, it would really, really hate me. Like, it would hate me a lot, guys. I would feel like, so I don't have friends. Why? Guys, I can't see my friend advertising she's selling clothes, and I'm like, what if someone I know might be interested? Let me, even within my body, my mind, it's not normal, because knowing me, I'll definitely say, guys, bye, guys. This, I'll literally just, because I have a different circle of people, friends. She has her own circle, and I know for sure not all her people might be interested in that. So I just feel like I used to feel bad when I am with friends, and when I have friends and they are not supporting me, guys. It really used to hate me. But now I've just gotten to accept it, and that's one thing I want you guys to also do as well. Just accept that it's not compulsory. If possible, when you actually feel that way, just make sure you do not even get to talk about that part of your life with them. Just keep it on whatever you people talk about. Don't even bring up, because you even know that, okay, we're not able to support each other, then we're not helping each other grow. And if we can't help each other grow, we will only interact when it comes to this, which is what you can do. So just just accept as well that you might have friends, but I know it's hard to accept, but just accept that they it's okay, it's not compulsory for your friends to support you, which is all right. They also have their own, opinion, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah. And it's actually funny because you will receive more support from strangers actually. Yeah. And it's all right. You just believe in yourself and you will definitely grow. Yeah. 11th point is use your 20s to explore your dreams. Don't let your mom tell you to be a nurse when you want to be a dancer. No, guys, do not allow that. Do not do that. You're going to see people living their dreams in their 30s, 40s, and you'll be feeling bad when in the actual sense you just did not follow your dream. You did not explore your dream. So make sure in the age of 20, make sure you follow, explore your dream. If you feel like your parents are so tough, maybe they only do this when you can balance. Yeah, you can do the course they want you to do, because who knows what if that course might be of help as well in future. So you can do that, but make sure you also do the course as well that you wanted to do the thing that you were passionate about. In short, just use this period to just make sure you choose what you want or go for what you want. If you feel like you are in a strict environment, you can find a balance to that. You can, like for me, at some point I'm in school, I'm studying, I'm supposed to get my degree, but just because I'm having a degree, I also have school somewhere else. So you find I'm here, I'm learning quite alright, but I'm also learning and I have school in something else as well. Just because I'm saying this, no, I'm the one that chose my course. My parents did not doing two courses at the same time. You understand? So I feel like that's some sort of balance we would all find, we would do as well. You can easily balance certain things up. You're able to do this course and that course. There's nothing wrong with that. Their schedules are different, they're in different schools or different cities or different countries. Time zone is different. Like, just find a balance to everything, but just make sure you also do what you love. Make sure you use this period. Don't let yourself be on something you aren't. You'll find yourself regretting so many years from now. So if you know you don't have the full authority to choose what you want, then you should do that, but balance with what they are requesting you to do. Yeah, just make sure you chase your dreams, please. I beg, make sure you chase your dreams. Okay, I want you people to grow. I really want all of you out there to really work on your dreams. I wouldn't want guys, in short, please just follow your dreams. Yeah, follow your dreams. Yeah, that's what we want to do right now. Okay, we are following our dreams. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the last one, which is the 12th point, says appreciating everyone around you and do not belittle anyone. Yeah, help comes in different ways, guys. I've heard, this is one thing I've also heard that has become very common. Cut people that are not needed off from you. Cancel people, whatever. Let me tell you something. That person, maybe what do? They gossiped about you. An example. For me, to be very honest with you, I can't cut someone off because they were gossiping about me. Like, I'm just being honest. Of course, I'll cut them off in aspects of life, but not cutting them off from being accessible to me. Do you get the difference? Let me make you understand this point a little bit more. I don't believe in that a lot, and till date I do not believe in that. Like, I do not believe in that at all. Like, and I really feel like it's one thing that has actually saved a certain part of me. It saved me a lot. And yeah, let me give you an example of what I actually mean. I feel like just because someone was not a good friend to you doesn't mean the person might never be of help to you. In life, we all have different aspects of life. We have our spiritual life, we have our financial life, we have our social life, we have we just have so many different parts of life. So I feel like you cut someone off in terms of gossip. Yes, the person was bad because they gossiped about you, but that does not mean the person will be bad in supporting you for something else. You understand what I mean? Of course, you won't tell them to support me, but it will just flow. So I think So in short, what I'm just trying to say is that when you're in your 20s, just learn to appreciate everyone. Not only appreciate everyone, do not cut people unnecessarily. Yeah, and just do not belittle anyone, because people come for help, or people help you in ways that you won't even expect, or ways that you won't even see. And no man is an island. We all need people in one way or another, whether financial, spiritual, social, blah blah blah. We all need people, and this is just true. It helped me in a different part of life. That's the same way as well it is as well for other things. And another example that I can give is, there was this young girl. She's very young. I'm way older than her, guys. She texted me, no, I like you, blah blah. And knowing us, I feel like we don't have time to start chatting with any young girl. Like, we're just being realistic. We've got jobs to do, businesses to do, school to handle, whatever. So I know no one would find time. Honestly, okay, me, I don't know about other people, but I feel like most of us at this age don't have time to start, chatting and doing all those things with, children. But she has, okay, she's big, she's grade 11, somewhere there, grade 11, 12, no, 10 to 11, somewhere there. She was like, no, I like you, blah blah. I was like, all right, blah blah, thank you, And if I do it, she's actually been also one of my major buyers. She's been purchasing from me, especially the oil, and she's been giving me reviews on that as well. So in short, I'm just trying to say that people are there in different ways. Other people may not have been a friend, but they were there for something else. If you feel like someone gives you some sort of negative vibe, just change the position on where you put that person. Just make sure you do not chat or talk to the person, but the person can still help in another part of life. I just feel like cutting people off unnecessarily is very immature. If I was to be very honest with you, it's very, very immature. It's childish, because help doesn't, just because someone gossiped about you doesn't mean the person can help you carry one of your things someday. Doesn't mean the person might buy from you someday. It doesn't mean other parts of life the person is also going to be very bad at those. No, other people can be very whack at being friends, but can be a very good client to you. Other people can be very bad clients to you, but can be very good maybe with your spiritual life. So we've come to the end of our video. I hope in one way or another you learned something, and I hope in one way or another you guys get to just learn, think about it, see what you can do about it. But just make sure you take note of what I talked about. If you do not take everything, at least take 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 points out of 12, guys. I would expect, because I feel like these points are very helpful. I feel like for people in their 20s, you're about to reflect what's going to be in your 30s, and it's up to you to start now. Start initiating these behavior traits into your life, and just taking note of most of these things. I feel like they would help you as well mentally, they would help you spiritually, they would help you socially. Yeah, so yeah, all in all, I'll just say yeah, these are the points that we had. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was very helpful. Please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the video. Okay, yeah, so we've reached at the end of this video. Please make sure you like, please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, especially subscribing. Please make sure you do so. Otherwise, thank you so much again for watching this video. Bye.